The year was 1984 and there was only one thing on every young man's mind.
Karate.
The underdog story of Jersey boy turned karate champ Daniel LaRusso had captured the hearts and minds of a generation.
Come on, everybody, train karate.
It was the perfect coming-of-age story as we follow the hot-headed Daniel's son find balance through karate and a surrogate father through his mentor, full-time maintenance man and part-time child basher, Mr. Miyagi. It had some great heartfelt moments portrayed perfectly by its cast, even earning Pat Morita an Oscar nomination for his performance as Mr. Miyagi. It had a rocking 80s soundtrack featuring every 80s kid's favourite song. And it also featured one of cinema's greatest ever villains. With the Karate Kid high-kicking on all creative fronts, it was no surprise that it was a commercial success, grossing over $5 million in its opening weekend at the US box office and over $90 million worldwide. And at the height of 80s consumerism, there was only one thing you could do with such a lucrative new IP, and that was to milk that cash cow for all it was worth. And that's exactly what happened as the Karate Kid spawned two fantastic sequels and whatever the hell this was. There was also a Karate Kid TV animated series, an awesome collectible toy line, and of course what this video is about, the video game. So let's take a look. We now fast forward things 3 years later to 1987, where the Karate Kid was finally released on the Nintendo Entertainment System. Kids around the globe could now relive all the exciting action of the All Valley Under-18s Karate Championship. And with the perfect setting of a martial arts tournament combined with a great cast of characters, it would seem that Nintendo had the perfect formula for a fantastic fighting game, right? LJN unfortunately had acquired the publishing rights to the Karate Kid and was co-developed by a then little-known company by the name of Atlas. LJN had decided not to focus on the All Valley tournament as the backdrop for a potentially awesome 8-bit fighting game, but instead focused the game on the events of the movie's sequel. And yes, in hindsight, it would have been great to have had a fighting game on the NES featuring playable characters such as Dutch, Johnny, John Kreese, and even Mr. Miyagi. But what players had received is what we had come to expect from LJN, and that's an action platformer. But was this just another infamous cash grab by LJN, attempting to capitalize on the current pop culture trend, or had LJN finally hit the nail on the head with this one? To answer that, let's strap ourselves in and head on over to Tommy Village. The game kicks off at the climax of the first movie at the All Valley tournament, where just like the movie, you progress through the tournament, karate kicking your way through the Cobra Kai team. Just spam the kick button to victory until you reach the final Cobra, Johnny, who had apparently dyed his blonde locks black for the NES version. Nevertheless, whether he has blonde hair, black hair, or even blue hair, there's only one acceptable way you can finish him, and that's the famous crane kick, which is one of two special attacks in the Karate Kid. The other special attack being the drum punch, or as I like to call it,
Drum technique, understand?
These special attacks are performed in a not-so-special way, bringing me to my ultimate gripe with the game, and that's the controls. Both the crane kick and the drum punch are performed by simply pressing the A and B buttons respectively, whereas the normal attacks are performed by pressing the D-pad and A and B simultaneously. The second major gripe I have with the controls is to perform jump, you press up on the D-pad rather than the A button. And once again, this would have made sense if the developers at AGN had chosen to go with a fighting game rather than the platformer. This makes for a very clumsy and frustrating experience as the player tries to navigate Daniel-san through the first of 3 platforming stages, which is called Okinawa. But first, a quick word from this video's sponsor.
Remember what Miyagi said?
Karate, come from heart.
I will show no mercy.
Discover the secrets of karate with Karate Kid Tri-Action figures.
Concentrate, Daniel-san.
They chop, twist, and kick. The Karate Kid and Johnny are each sold separately. And for more action, look for the Karate Kid Competition Center from Remco.
Daniel-san arrives on the shores of Okinawa where he punches and kicks his way through the variety of enemies. Chosen, Enemy of Chosen, and Spearman. And as you can see, the developers worked long and hard working those enemies out.
right, no can defense. And yes, sir, nobody perfect.
Live or die, man. Die. Wrong.
If you enjoyed this video, click on the link you see on the screen now, and for more gaming content, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell button, and until next time, I shall see you on the next video.